pretty well known amongst the Tokyo locals as it's the perfect distance away from the city to have a day trip or a relaxing weekend away. We took the second option and rented a cube and hit the road with our good friend Gnomes. You may have heard of Nikko before. It really is a popular getaway spot. As you can expect from us though, we wanted to focus on exploring the outdoors, so stay tuned for some excellent hiking. It takes about 2 hours by car from Tokyo or 2.5 hours by public transport. Nikko is pretty spaced out though, so it's probably best to do it in a car. Leading up to the trip, I took a look at the Nikko National Park page for an idea of what to do. One waterfall hike really stood out, but the page had hardly any information. I also couldn't find any English info on the internet, so I decided I needed to switch to Japanese. And after 2 hours of research, I'd done it. I'd found the name of the hike. It was the Japanese name, so it was a small achievement, and soon after I found all the info I needed, but it definitely wasn't easy. Getting off the beaten track can take you to some amazing places, but it can also involve a lot of perseverance, and honestly, sometimes I do just give up. But I'm pretty glad I didn't with this hike.
The hike takes about 4 hours, but with multiple breaks for swimming and taking footage, it took us closer to 5. The end destination is a waterfall, but with this hike, it's more about the journey than the destination. There's amazing viewpoints of beautiful little waterfalls and a river so damn blue it doesn't even make sense. When we went, it looked like a big flood had recently come through and made the path a little bit dangerous in some parts, so please be careful of that. But if you use caution, it should still be easy enough to do. We had a quick dip at the turnaround point to cool down after a long hike through the summer heat, and then headed on back. For dinner that night, we just had a quick and cheap feed at a family restaurant called Gusto. If you didn't know, Japan has many of these chain restaurants. They're nothing to rave about, but they're cheap and convenient, and the menu always has something for everyone. For this trip, we stayed in an Airbnb. However, if you haven't learnt anything from us yet, traveling never really goes to plan. We got a little bit lost and spent half an hour searching for the Airbnb in the darkness. We even went as far as knocking on the door of a completely wrong Airbnb. It turns out we were a block away, but we finally found it. It was small, cheap and tidy. You could tell how much effort the owner had put into his Japanese apartment. The beauty about a weekend trip is that you have plenty of extra time on the second day before traveling home. We took this time to explore some of the more touristy spots in the national park.
Nikko gets a lot of tourists, but honestly, you can see why it's so popular. There's something for everyone. If you're going to be in Tokyo for a good amount of time, it'd definitely be worthwhile to head to Nikko and experience this stunning national park for yourself. We have a very exciting announcement video coming up next, so don't forget to subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.